Well, first of all, it's great to hear that you cook because that's something that the more you cook, you're going to get better at it. And I know it can be the same dishes, but I got some few tips, simple tips here. You know, I got a penne pasta here that we've all cooked that, and it's a simple pesto, but just by adding in the breadcrumb, for example, here we toasted it off with avocado oil, and that will change the direction of this dish completely. Kale pesto versus a regular pesto, you know, it's on season, you know, now in fall. So just small things like that. Always think about what season am I in? How can I bring in sort of great natural ingredients to make that same dish taste even more delicious? Well, one of the cool things is with Spectrum, it's been the #1 organic and natural culinary brand in the country, right? So there's a lot of trust there with consumers. So if you trust something, you trust a brand, and you had some great experiences with it, you want to go back and figure out what else can I do. So if you go on spectrumorganics.com, there's tons of great information about what oil to use when. For example, safflower oil. What's the difference here? So it's an oil that doesn't really taste a lot, but you can cook it at a higher cooking temperature, so which is great because then you're not going to burn something. Let's say you want to fry a chicken or you want to sear a piece of fish on high heat. Well, safflower oil will be perfect for that because, again, it doesn't have a lot of taste, but you can cook on a higher heat. So I think that is one of them. You know, you have something more exotic, let's say like a coconut oil. What am I going to use that for? But, you know, I brought in a sweet potato mash versus, you know, loading it with tons of butter. I'm actually going to take the butter out and adding in coconut oil instead will taste even more delicious and it's healthier for you. Well, you know, it's all about being passionate about cooking, right? I get excited. I cooked all my life. I still get excited about cooking because there's so many different possibilities, which will, again, be also intimidating, right? But if you're passionate about it, you're always thinking about it. You want to evolve. You know, we have fun with it. Said it's all about evolve, right? Around the olive. But you know, if you have a recipe that you've done before, at least you have a comfort zone. You know how to get in and out of that. And then figure out, well, how can I improve it? So I do think thinking about what natural ingredients, going from, let's say, corn now into kale in something will, you know, lightly simple improve that. So think, always have seasonality in mind. And also like, how can I improve it with an oil, for example? Like you use something like you toast for breakfast. Let's say you do an avocado toast for breakfast, right? Well, toasted with avocado oil, you get some of that natural flavor. You know, mash that avocado, right? It's going to be nice and smooth. Add some salt, maybe some chili pepper, and then just poach an egg on top of that. Very simply, you've taken something you're already comfortable with and made it a really, really delicious dish. Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited taking the whole Spectrum team on the road. We're going to take our dishes, we're going to take our food, we're going to take our oils, we're going to meet consumers, foodies, passionate foodies, and you know, it's not a big, it's a big ask. We're taking it to them. We're going to the farmers market, to the fair building in San Francisco, talk about oils with you know, people are going to be opinionated, which I love. Hopefully they've already gone on spectrumorganics.com and downloaded the recipes and cooked with them, so they have some comments. That's November 4th. November 18th, we're going to do the same thing in Austin, and you know, we're ready for them. I know everything is bigger in Texas, but you know what? We're ready for them. It's going to be a lot of fun. And in between there, I'm going to open a restaurant, so we got a busy fall. For more information, go to spectrumorganics.com.